Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! News, where the news comes last and the weather comes later. A lot of cards have been revealed for Invasion of Venom, or as it's called in TCG, because that was recently revealed as well, Invasion Vengeance. Oops, wrong page. A lot of cards for that have been revealed. We have a new ritual spell called Fairy's Blessing, which is pretty much contracted for the Abyss, which summons a bunch of dark rituals. This works for light ritual monsters. It's pretty much the same except light instead of dark. New ritual monster called Soravis, the Crowned Ancient Sage, which you can discard from your hand to negate the activation of an effect that targets a monster. Or if the opponent would special summon a monster, you can actually return this from the field to the hand and negate the summon and banish the monster, which can be really nice to stop a summon there, like Synchro and Xyz. We have a new worm type, a level 9, Barcel's Fury, the True Dragon Ruler. A Tellarknight's Quick Play support, which can be really nice. Destroy a number of spell trap cards on the field equal to the number of other Tellarknight cards you control. The Tellarknight cards doesn't have to be just monsters. And you can play this if you've brought out, let's say, your Altair or your Vega into your Altair into your Deneb, or your Altair into your Vega into your Deneb. You have 3 out, play this, take out 3 sets, and you can. It's a quick play spell. You can even use it during the opponent's turn. New level 1 pendulum for the metal foes. We have a counter trap card that will help with Gradles, the Gradle Slime and Gradle Slime Junior right there. Interestingly, when a monster effect or spell trap card is activated, targets exactly one Gradle monster you control. You can activate one of 2 effects. Either you negate the activation and destroy it, or the effect becomes destroy that target, which can then trigger the Gradle monster's effects. However, it needs to be a thing that targets exactly a Gradle monster you control. The Magic Cylinder would apply for that. Compulsory Evacuation Device. But none of the mirror forces work with it. Torrential Tribute doesn't, Bottomless Trapple doesn't, so I'm not entirely sure how useful this will be. Although some monster effects will target one monster, destroy it, things like that. We'll see how useful that is. Let me know what you think. A new monster called Fairy Tale Talia. And with its flip effect, you can just special summon one monster from your hand. It doesn't give any restrictions to that. So it can be any monster as long as it obviously can be special summoned from the hand. Let's see, when your opponent activates a normal spell or trap card, you contribute one other monster you control. The effect becomes change from one face-up monster your opponent controls to face down defense position. Which, if Talia is the only monster that remains, it has to go face down, and then you can reuse the flip effect. New fusion for Metal Foes called Metal Foes Mithril, requiring 1 Metal Foes monster and 1 Pendulum monster. Then we have our little lightning hippo, Perform Impel, Alcover Hippo. If it's normal summon, you can special summon Perform Impel from your hand, but the effects are going to get into the end of the turn. After, I believe it was Friend Donkey, a level 4 Perform Impel, they could summon another Perform Impel, that's level 3, so this is like if you run a Perform Impel deck with a couple of level 3s, this can help you bring out some Xyz monsters as well. Perform Impel Seal Eel. Pendulum effect allows you to negate a monster's effect, and its monster's effect allows you to target a set spell or trap, and you don't allow that to be activated until the end of the turn. Also, cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this effect activation, so nothing that can really stop it. But it says cards and effects, not just the opponent, so you cannot change to it either. We have a clear picture of the new Aroma Synchro monster, Rosemary. It stats well 2,900. Then we have a new Yang Zing Synchro, which we knew the first 2 effects of. I did make a news video about it, but it was known before. Defense, it is actually there. It doesn't have any attack, but 2,800 defense is really nice for level 5. And the third effect is if this face-up card leaves the field through any means, you can special summon a Yang Zing from the deck, which can help you set up for a new Synchro. Whether it's with the tuner and non-tuner to give a specific effect to a synchro. Helpful things like that. We have a trap card called Cypher Bit, a Cypher support card, also support for Galaxy Eyes. You can target a Galaxy Eyes or Cypher Xyz monster you control. Attach this card to it as an Xyz material. And if you do, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect until the rest of the turn. So if you just want an extra material, you can use this, but you can also use this as protection for both monster, like for battles, monster effects, spell trap effects. Do this, and you just get a free Xyz material from it as well. A new trap, another cipher trap called a double cipher, which allows you to get a pretty much if the opponent attacks and they have. Well, if the opponent has the monster with the highest attack in the field, you can try out a Galaxize or Cipher Xyz monster you control that doesn't have Xyz material. No, that does have Xyz material. You have to detach all of the Xyz materials from it, but you get to special summon a monster with the same name as the monster you targeted from your extra deck, which allows you to then, let's say you have one Galaxize Cipher Dragon. This allows you to get a second one, which allows you to use some of the other Cipher support spells and trap wise that then give you a lot of extra boost, power boosts, and other effects when you have multiple Cipher monsters or monsters of the same name. We have Perform Bell Chain Giraffe. We have a new Super Heavy Samurai support with Super Heavy Samurai Soul Arbitrator. Summon Gate, I already knew about that one, but it was listed here as well. Look at Thousand Eyes Restricts, leaving a lot of the other forbidden cards behind. Plush Fire there as well. So, Thousand Eyes Restrict reprint, TCG, with new errata, who knows. Then we have a new quick play spell, reminds me of El Shidol Fusion. We now have full Metal Foes Fusion, the quick play version of the Metal Foes Fusion card. And then we have a new Guardians, Hagino Inoshishi. We have Moji no Shika, Botanicho. And then we also have a continuous spell called Quarantine. Once per turn during each player's end phase, you can target a set spell trap card your opponent controls, reveal it, and return it to its original position. That was the news video for today. I will see you in tomorrow's Daily Yu-Gi video. Goodbye.